Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at the UK's evolving physical landscape, and I'm going to be talking you through a few things which I've put on a whiteboard here. So I'm going to be talking you through these. So to start off with, we're going to be looking at the differences between hard and soft rock on the coastline and what they lead to. So let's start with hard rock. Hard rock can be igneous or sedimentary, but it needs to be quite resistant. So things like granite, things like sandstone, chalk, limestone, they're all quite hard rock. So they're resistant, and that means that they erode very, very slowly. So when we've got a coastline that's got a lot of harder rock on it, then it won't erode as quickly as a coastline that's got softer rock on it. This tends to form large cliffs, and we tend to have things like rock fall rather than slumping, which we'll get to in a minute. But the rocks tend to get eroded at the bottom, become too heavy at the top, and then fall down in quite big chunks at the bottom. So we tend to get cliff fall. We get a lot of rocks at the bottom of the cliffs and a lot of what we call mass movement. And as you can see from here, my little diagram, we've got tall cliffs and lots of boulders at the bottom. So that's what tends to happen when we've got harder rock on the coastline. In comparison, we could also have softer rock. Now, here in the southeast where we are, we have a lot of clay. Now, clay and mudstone are very soft rock. They're not very resistant. They're very easily eroded. And they tend to erode very, very quickly, and that tends to make the features a lot softer, as it were. So instead of rock fall, we'll get something called slumping, which I'll go over in another video. But that's essentially that the rock gets very heavy with rainfall and it slumps or it slides down. So you end up getting, like my little diagram shows here, quite a shallow kind of cliff, not a very steep cliff like you've got here, but quite a shallow cliff with a lot of debris at the bottom, a lot of clay at the bottom, etc. It can get washed away by the subsequent waves, etc. So that is the difference between having a hard rock coastline where it is more resistant and we get things like cliffs, and a soft rock coastline where we get slumping and we get a lot of movement down the hill, and a lot of stuff at the bottom of the hill which can get washed away. So that's hard and soft rock coastlines.